Do you know the story of the Virgin of the Valley? In 1498, Christopher Columbus arrived for the first time in Huaycari lands. Years later, on the island of Cubagua, Nueva Cadiz was founded, the first Hispanic city in Venezuela, built to exploit the rich pearl oysters in its waters. The settlers brought from Spain an image of the Immaculate Conception, which arrived around 1530. But in 1541, a cyclone devastated the island and destroyed the chapel. However, the image of the Virgin remained intact, so they decided to move it to a hacienda in the valley of Margarita Island. At first, they called her the Virgin who is in the valley, until she got her final name, Our Lady of the Valley, or simply Virgin of the Valley. And she is the oldest Marian devotion in Venezuela, patroness of fishermen and protector of our coasts. Every September 8th, hundreds of fishermen and believers take part in the Barlobenteo, a maritime pilgrimage in which they give thanks and ask for divine protection in their daily fishing activities. We set off from Pampatar Beach. The water was filled with fishing boats decorated with colorful flags and flowers, drums were playing, and the energy was that of a true celebration. With a lump in my throat and teary eyes, we sailed toward the Parion, a natural altar in the middle of the sea, to bless ourselves with a dip in the salty water. We prayed and sang Happy Birthday at the top of our lungs. It was so moving that it's impossible not to come back next year.
Happy birthday, little Virgin of the Valley.
Happy birthday, little Virgin of the Valley. Happy birthday.
Little Virgin of the Valley.
Happy birthday, little Virgin of the...
With good morning, we welcome you and wish a happy birthday to the Virgin of the Valley from Pampatar Beach here in Margarita.
It's September 8th, and all the fishermen and all the believers come together to go out and pay tribute to our little Virgin. This is our first time doing the Barlobenteo, and I want you all to join us. Are you ready?
Yes. What's your name?
Catalina?
And what's our name?
Two crazies on a trip?
Hi, are you here to celebrate the little Virgin? Yes, oh me too. Have a great time. You too.
You know we always leave everything until the last minute, and while planning this trip, we asked our great friend Gabo Cardenas, brother, who can we do the Barlovento tour with? And he told us, no, write to Julio from Bracerito. They organize a boat, plus they go with some cool people, content creators.
Right away they told us, of course, come over here. They gave us a beautiful little gift that we'll show you later, because we didn't bring it here. But look at the little boat we're taking.
With the warmth of your hands, with the taste of your lips, I let go and surrender to your arms, always wishing to love like this.
Travelers, I want to introduce you to Alejandro Venegas, this guy from Cumana who has been living in Margarita for 6 years.
6 years living on the island.
Why did you move to the island, Ale?
Look, the island gives you a certain freedom in absolutely everything, spiritually in so many ways, and it draws you in. I mean, the island definitely draws you in, so that's what made me come here.
And were you devoted to the Virgin before you moved, or do you feel that devotion grew when you came to the island?
The thing is, I feel like it's the Virgin who allows you to stay here.
So,
you just don't vibe. Like on that frequency, the Virgin doesn't let you stay here. So, is it like a belief? Once you get here, it's automatically inoculated into you.
And you've been doing the Barlobenteo every year since you arrived. Can you tell us a little bit about what it's about?
Look, Barlobenteo is the maritime procession for the Virgin of the Valley. All the fishermen, since she is their Virgin, take their little Virgin. Following one, they start to carry her from here to Playa Valdez. From Playa Valdez, they go to Farallon and then back. So that procession, since it's the windward procession of the Virgin of the Valley, I've been doing it for 4 years. Last year it was very big. There were a huge number of boats. This year we'll see how it goes.
how it goes. Thank you, brother.
Like the sun gives itself to the sea, when I saw you, it was like officially.
The journey began, and even though this is our first time tacking, I think we got lucky. They told us that last year there was quite a bit of breeze. Today everything is very calm. The sea is super clear.
There are a lot of little boats. Isn't it just beautiful? I love the first one, but not the last one.
No doubt, look how beautiful it is.
Okay, good morning, good morning. We can't set sail. If this doesn't have joy, where is the joy?
Where is it? Where?
Why not welcome you to Pamata Bay? For those who are doing it for the first time, those who are doing it for the second time, and those who have never done it in their whole life, I want you to know that most people here grew up doing this. They're the grandchildren of those who've done it for years. This is entirely a fisherman's tradition, and we are joining a tradition that belongs to them. We want you to please emphasize with all the communication you'll have today that this is a spontaneous demonstration. From Pampatar and Porlamar fishermen who do this yearly on September 8th so people grow closer to the Marian faith of the Virgin of the Valley. So blessings to everyone, and let the Barlobenteo Festival of the Virgin of the Valley begin.
A hug. Here.
This is the boat that makes Rua a mechanic.
Yep.
Here.
Even though at first everyone goes on their own, then a boat comes out leading the procession with a Virgin of the Valley. And then everyone starts to follow it, and it looks spectacular. I mean, the number of little boats sailing in the same direction, following the leader, is spectacular. Really, it's wonderful.
Welcome to our natural altar, the Farallon Centinela de Pampatar. Here we all gather every festival of the Virgin of Carmen, who is up there. With the Christ of the Good Journey Festival in May, and this one that unites everyone for the Virgin of the Valley celebration. We are here with the Navy and fishermen from Porlamar and Pampatar to do something important. Sing happy birthday to the Virgin of the Valley.
Hey!
Ricky, brother, it's a pleasure to have you in one of our videos. Tell me, how did it start? How did your channel, your social media, Ricky and Margarita begin? Me. Honestly, I've seen the amazing work you've done for a long time to promote tourism and the wonderful things the island has to offer. And well, besides thanking you, I want to ask you, how did it all start?
First, I have a cousin, your friend Elias Rodriguez, a Venezuelan traveler who has always been like an older brother and an inspiration to me. Watching his project in Venezuela and then in Chile, I always wanted to do something similar. He has always given back to the country, and I want to do the same for my island. And then my social networks start to grow. At the end of 2019-2020, during each pandemic, looking for something to do with that free time, posting things with my grandmother, sharing information about where to find better stuff. Margarita prices rose while people struggled with unemployment. People began noticing everything I posted, and during that time, I started sharing information about Margarita's past. People related to that, so I figured if others like what I enjoy, I should keep doing it. That's how it all grew.
Now, Ricky, regarding the important day we're celebrating today, can you tell me a little bit? How did the celebration of the Virgin of the Valley begin? That is, when in the month and all the important festivities or events up until today, September 8th, yes?
Well, everything starts on the 1st with the descent of the Virgin. It's a very special, beautiful day, and many people attend, just like you saw at last night's Mass and today. In what is the Barlobenteo, or the Marine Procession? I think it starts on the 1st and ends, of course, today. There are other activities throughout the month, but the main events are on the 1st and on September 8th, the day of the Virgin of the Valley.
And what do you like the most about the celebration of La Valita's birthday?
It would be a lie to pick just one thing, since everything is so beautiful and special. Each part brings a different feeling. If you haven't experienced the procession or festival of the Virgin of the Valley, I invite you to come. You can take a week or a little more so you can attend the descent of the Virgin and then also be present at this Barlobenteo activity. Early morning masses include several services, starting at midnight and ending with one at 8 in the morning.
Wow, well, thank you, brother, not only for answering these questions, but for everything you do for this beautiful island.
Well, we all do our part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We left Parayon and we are heading towards the Concord. Then we will start to return and arrive again at Papatar Beach where we started. They told me that last year the route was in a different order. They started from Papatar Beach, passed by Playa Moreno, then came to the Concord, and finally went to Parayon before returning. But this time it was done in the opposite direction. Look how impressive the crystal clear water is here at Playa Concord. And an important part of the procession is getting to a place and taking a dip. I think today all the waters of Margarita are blessed, so a dip at any little beach will bless you, free you from all your sins and refresh you. Because you'll see that the day is also pretty hot.
Travelers, I can't thank you enough.
To thank again this little brother we have on Margarita Island, not just for inviting us to Barlobenteo, but really for having, if not the best of the best steak restaurants. Here in Margarita, Bracerito, those who have seen our videos from 2 years ago here will know that we've already visited it. Yesterday we went back and the quality is still incredible.
We're glad you can join us at the Casa del Retardo and also here to celebrate the Virgin of the Eight.
Thank you, brother, for this invitation.
You have to come live in Margarita.
Well, that's Valerie's dream, but the boat was super full, and even so, they made room to fit 2 more crazy people. Always.
Where 5 eat, 10 can eat, that's right. Thank you, brother.
In this Barlobenteo, it's not just the 2 of us, but a lot of crazy travelers. Happy birthday to... Happy birthday. I want travelers who know Isaac. He is the one who has been giving us all the explanations, the one who has been doing the chants, literally the one who has been leading this procession. On the boat we were on, Isaac, introduce yourself. Look, I'm very happy to be here with Dos Locos de Viaje, and now there are many of us, not just 2, that's all. Look, welcome to Pampatar Bay, an iconic place for all the people of Margarita, because the Barloventeo takes place here on September 8th. A spectacular veneration for the Virgin of the Valley, which is something very special for all of us, because as you can see, it's a moment for us to come together, to share, to be ourselves. An identity expressed here with this navigation of fishermen who dedicate their lives to the sea. And today everyone is dedicated to venerating the Virgin Mary of the Valley, who is here, present with all of us. It's truly a joy spectacular. Isaac, do you work in tourism here in Margarita? Yes, I invite you to learn more about what I do. We offer tours around Margarita Island to experience the Margariteño identity during a fantastic full day. I have a beautiful Margariteño tour. We have a tour over there in Cuatropoto. We have all kinds of routes so people can get to know the essence of Margarita and enjoy it, even tasting it like this. Isaac, what does the Virgin of the Valley mean to you? For me, the Virgin of the Valley is like a heavenly mother to us all. She is the one whose birthday we celebrate on September 8th. She is the reason we enjoy life. She is the reason we live. She is the one we thank for all our blessings. It's truly a joy that people share this worldwide and that everywhere in the world they know that the Virgin of the Valley is from Margarita for the whole planet. Thank you very much, brother, for such a spectacular day, and know that this won't be the only trip we're going to take with you. Excellent. I hope your love. Well, thank you so much for doing another trip. In the days we have on the island, we're going to show much more of what Margarita Island has to offer. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. And here we are with Gabo Cardenas. How long have you been doing this?
This is the 4th year in a row that I've come.
And what does this journey mean to you?
Look, it's very exciting because devotion gets mixed in a little bit.
With euphoria and a bit of frenzy and...
the craziness of all the boats. Out at sea, the waves, the sun. I think it's very exciting, and that's why I want to go every year to see it, to live it, and to experience it.
And is there a particular moment you've experienced on this journey?
Well, on this journey, I don't know why. My boat was kind of full of people, and water kept coming in and in and in, so it was particularly a wet trip, but after all, we're at sea, out on the ocean, surrendered to whatever the Virgin of the Valley wants to give us. The truth is that every year is special, it's different, and it's magical, and this year was definitely an example of that.
Well, this isn't the first year, but I'm sure I'll come next year because it's just so beautiful. It's a celebration, you can feel the party, you can feel the joy.
Thank you.
Look at the number of boats, the number of people who are participating.
In the Barlobenteo.
What?
Beauty. You can really feel the party atmosphere well.
After a Barlobenteo, it's always necessary to have a meal with family, with friends, with relatives. And here we are at Bracerito's house, enjoying a good meal, a big party, because that's how you eat.
That's what Jesus said, that's what the Virgin Mary said, that's what Joseph said, that's what Solomon said.
That's what Jehovah said, that's what everyone said.
And so, travelers, we finished spending our night yesterday in Bracerito's, sharing with friends after such a spectacular day.
I feel like it's an experience that moves your heart. I was deeply moved. It was like an energy that made you vibrate. And without a doubt, it won't be the last time. I want to come almost every year if possible. No.
I agree.
It's just so beautiful. I feel like it's really for believers, and the important part is to celebrate the Virgin more than just partying afterwards. That's not what we're there for, even though we end up having a really, really good time with friends. If you have the chance to come, if you want to do it, then the invitation is to go ahead and do it. It's beautiful, it's very, very special. And we're going to end this video here, but we'll keep exploring the island and showing you everything we do.
So don't forget to subscribe if this is the first time you're watching us, or if you watch our videos but aren't subscribed yet. And stay tuned, because in the next few days we'll have more beautiful tours around the Pearl of the Caribbean.
Felicidad y despiertas cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento.